So, guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about Grapple Kings 7. Grapple Kings 7 is going to be this Saturday, the 2nd of April. So, it's going to be in Portlaoise. Now, glad after so many interviews, I've managed to get that name right because I've been saying that name
Yeah.
wrong since the very start. So, Portlaoise. And as there's going to be it's a fantastic event. I mean, this is one of Ireland's biggest shows, and it's going to have some of the top grapplers across both Northern and Southern Ireland are going to be on the card that night. So it's going to be Team Northern Ireland versus Team Southern Ireland. Obviously, co-main event is going to be Rosa Walsh up against Marie Kennedy, and then main event is going to be Owen Livesey up against Kieran Davern, who Kieran was just announced just a few days ago as well. So absolutely fantastic co-main event and main event that we're going to get to see. Now, ticket availability, if there's any tickets left, you can get them directly through Grapple Kings Facebook page. It'll take you through to their booking fee. They're about 30 or 40 euros for a ticket. And anybody that can't make the event, it is going to be live on Flow Grappling. So anybody that does have a subscription, obviously you can watch it there. Anybody that doesn't, then unfortunately, as you know, you're going to have to pay the subscription charge, which I think it's about £114, something like that. All right. So now my next guest is going to be on the show that night. Now this was only announced last night. It was put up on the Grapple Kings Facebook page, and it's going to be Rosa Walsh up against Marie Kennedy. Now Rosa is a Grapple Kings veteran. Rosa, this will be Rosa's. I think Rosa's been on every show, every Grapple Kings show, and obviously Grapple Fest veteran as well. Obviously, we saw her last couple of times out at Grapple Fest. She got fight of the night with Nadine Tavares at Grapple Fest 10, and then Grapple Fest 11. Obviously had the armbar finish against Marina Mavu. So definitely an exciting grappler, and definitely one of the top grapplers, female grapplers coming out of Ireland at the moment. So Rosa, listen, it's always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Lovely to be here. Thanks for having me on.
No, definitely. How you been? How's everything going with you?
Good, good. Straight back into training. I was in London for the AJP in 2 weekends ago, where I got disqualified. But then I went straight back into training the week after, so it's kind of been full steam ahead. Like when this match was announced, like I wasn't planning. I've been training in the gi primarily because I'm doing the Pan American Championships next week. So I was like, look, I prefer no-gi anyway. I'm better at no-gi. So it's a nice excuse to train no-gi for a couple of days.
Yeah. Let me ask, obviously, because you're one of the nicest kind of people that I've met, that I've come across in jiu-jitsu. How did you manage to get disqualified at the AJP? How did one of the nicest people that's out there in jiu-jitsu get disqualified at a big competition?
Oh, it was so embarrassing. It was an illegal pants grip, so it was nothing dramatic or... It was illegal pants grip, which isn't allowed in that federation, so it was my own mistake, but it was very embarrassing.
So that's AJP rules, that's a disqualification. Because, IBJJF, they would just kind of tap your hand, or you would get a penalty point or something like that. But AJP, it's a straight DQ.
Yeah, it was so weird. I don't know. Like, he was trying to explain it to me, and I knew it wasn't allowed, but I didn't know it was a DQ. I thought it was a penalty, but I was confused. He was confused. I think the whole competition was a bit crazy in general. So I think I was like, look, wasn't my day. And it was fantastic to watch. So like, even my division was amazing from obviously my disqualification onwards. So it was a great to watch, like Theon and then Natalie Ribeiro and all of them do so well. Like, so yeah, it was all right. Won't happen again though.
No, definitely not. That's what, whenever I hear like disqualification, because I heard there was quite a few disqualifications at the AJP where people were like, well, is that a disqualification? And obviously the rules are very, very different. Some of the rules are very different from like IBJJF and stuff like that. So it confused a lot of people when it comes to the rules.
It was insane. Like there was people now who submitted their opponent in the final but lost.
Yeah. I heard. Yeah,
so it was
I did hear one case. Yeah.
Crazy day, yeah.
But it was good as well. I mean, obviously being out there and seeing all these people and everybody out there just enjoying jiu-jitsu, enjoying grappling.
Yeah, and it was brilliant because it's such a fantastic federation in general. Like, it's so well ran and everything. So bar the craziness of the day, it was great to see all these brilliant competitors out doing what they love. Like,
Yeah, yeah. And as well, Grapple Fest. I mean, Grapple Fest last time, it was quite historic in regards
I
to,
know.
because we saw the picture of all the female grapplers that were on the show that night,
Yeah.
and it was unbelievable to see. It was, as I said, it was really, really historic to see that amount of female matches, and not just on because normally you would see like. Unless it's like a Fion or something like that, a lot of the female matches at other events you would normally see on a prelim card, but quite a few of the female matches that night were all on the main card.
I think three out of the four. I think there was 3 out of the 4 were on the
Yeah,
main card. Oh, no, sorry, there
yeah.
was five female matches.
Five female matches, yeah.
3 out of the 5 were on the main card, which is amazing. And sure, like
Yeah.
Fionn and Kendall got fight of the night, and it was one of the
Fight
best
of the
matches
night.
the whole card. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And it just shows you, I mean, obviously you and obviously Nadine got the fight of the night the last time, and obviously fight of the night this time, Fionn and Kendall. So
Yeah.
female jiu-jitsu is better, a lot better to watch than male jiu-jitsu sometimes. So
It's more aggressive.
yes. I mean, that's the fights that night you were watching. I mean, even like say I watched the Hannah Garrett Haley Valentine match, and that was just chaos from start to finish.
I know.
And it was just again a crazy pace that they kept up throughout
And
the
they're
whole
so
fight.
small. The two of them are so small as well.
Yeah, so and then obviously yourself and Marina went out and put on a great match as well. Obviously you got the victory, and then I'd say obviously the Kendall match and the Fionn match was just unbelievable to watch. So,
Unbelievable.
yeah. Is that something else? Because we know that there was a bit of a weight difference because it was an open weight tournament. There was a bit of a weight difference between Kendall and Fionn. Do you think that'd be something you would want to do? Go up against Kendall at some point in the future? For the
I don't know. I'm going to train with her when I leave for America next week. So I'm going to train with her for a couple of days. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it pans out.
Bring that belt back home. Bring that belt with you. And then, what about Grapple Kings then? So obviously I know you've been on before, a number of times before. So how did you find out this time then that you were going to be on Grapple Kings 7?
I actually messaged the Instagram asking for a link to the tickets, and he texted me back, and he was like, "Do you actually want to fight on the card instead?" So,
that's like a free ticket. Then. That's a free ticket.
Like, no problem. But it's weird because I know Marie really well, and like she's one of my really good friends, so it's gonna be so weird. But like we were even talking to her, I was like, "Well, we could walk out together or something." But
yeah. That's the thing. I mean, obviously, I know that obviously like Irish jiu-jitsu, even like the Irish community, the jiu-jitsu community, they're all very close. I mean, people that I've been speaking to, they all train with each other, and they're like, "Yeah, I train with this person, and I train with that person, and so on." So you guys are really, really close, as you mentioned. Obviously, you and Marie and so on. So
yeah, and like even one of the last I think it was one of the last Grapple Kings, she cornered me, and like when we were at Grapple Fest 10. She was there helping Kieran, and like I think I stayed with her that night as well. Like, so we've been really good friends over the years, so it's gonna be so weird.
So what do you do? I mean, obviously, when it comes to, because I remember being at what comp was it? The Abu Dhabi Pro when it was in Edinburgh, and I remember I'd went in, and the person I came up against was one of my teammates, or not one of my teammates, a good friend from another gym that was close, because we were part of Gracie Baja. I was Gracie Baja Glasgow, he was Gracie Baja Preston, and I remember coming in and like I'd lost a match, and then I went in for the bronze medal match, and it was my good friend Arthur, and I was like, "Well, Arthur, I don't want to fight you, right?" And I remember we were fighting. Well, we were kind of grip fighting. We were on our feet, and Abu Dhabi rules are you have to be on the ground and engaged in 20 seconds, right? So we both got a penalty point, and then we went again, and we both got a penalty point again. And I remember the referee saying, "Look, see if you guys don't go for it this time, you're both getting disqualified." So we went for it, and I remember like it finished. I'd won. I think I won by an advantage. And but at the end of it, we were just kind of sitting on our knees in front of each other, just hugging each other like that. We absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated it.
It's very hard. Like, and even now, like it's normally I fought people that I know before, but like I think with Marie, it's because like we've never really trained together before, but like we're very close. So this is the
Yeah.
first proper friend that I've fought. But like it's not like we're not gonna hate each other afterwards. Like she's like we're very mature about it. Like and I'm very close to her anyway. So I think like it'll be a great match. I think that's the thing. That's why Adrian came to us. Is that like obviously Marie's in his gym, and I've been on it so many times. You know that we'll put on a good match. Like it'd be a great performance. Like whatever happens.
No friendly trash talking.
There has been directly to her.
I love it. I love that kind of stuff. And then obviously your future plans. So you mentioned going out to America next week on Monday. So obviously do Grapple Kings on Saturday, fly out to America on Monday. So obviously going over to the Pan Ams. What other things are you going to be doing then? Obviously after the Pan Ams, anything you've got planned or anything you want to do?
So I'm going to be there in Orlando until the Monday week. If that makes sense. So I'm going for a week to Orlando, and then I'm going training with Kendall for a week, and then we're going to Daisy Fresh.
Yeah.
Then I'm flying home from Daisy Fresh then. So I'll be there for 3 weeks overall. So it's nice. Like it's mostly just I'm doing the Pan Ams, doing the major, and then I'm going to do loads of training then in like wherever I can. So it'll be super exciting, and then come back then for the trials at the start of May.
Nice. So obviously, hopefully going to be a busy year for you then. So
there's loads more than towards the end of the year, but this is month by month.
Yeah, and we've got a comment from our good friend Hannah Garrett. So obviously our good friend Hannah said if I was on the same team as Rosa, I would go full Raj.
She would.
Yeah, we love Hannah Garrett, absolutely love Hannah Garrett. We always still talk about the blue belt thing. I don't know, I think me and you spoke the last time, and Hannah hates blue belts. And she was talking to me, she was saying to me the other day, Stuart, see if blue belts train on the mat, they should burn the mats after the blue belts have been on them. So she's absolutely brilliant. Love Hannah Garrett. So
lunatic. She's a lunatic.
And then, so final thing for you then, Rosa. So obviously, again, me and you spoke only a couple of months ago, but anybody you want to shout out to? So any friends, family members, sponsors, anything like that?
My 3 sponsors, that's probably the only thing. Improv Grappling, Soul Taker Fightwear, and then the knee coach, which is Sam Quinn.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice. Perfect.
That's it, I think.
Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. I said, absolutely loved watching you at the last Grapple Fest, so absolutely buzzing to see you again on Saturday. I'm glad you're on the show because you've been on every other show, so it makes sense you were going to be on this one. So
and like they were trying to find me a match for ages, and I was like to Adrian, I was like, I'd fight a fella. And they were like, Rosa, we can't do that. That's going to be so bad.
They'll fight anybody at all. So, I'm glad.
I think there's a featherweight brown belt match, a male one, and I was like, I'll fight the winner. he was like, no, Rosa, you can't.
Listen, I love that. Absolutely love that. So, but yeah, listen, I'm buzzing to see you on Saturday again. So there we go, guys. We're going to have Rosa Walsh. Is going to be up against Marie Kennedy. It's going to be this Saturday, 2nd of April, Grapple Kings 7. So make sure if you have tickets, if not, get them directly from the Grapple Kings Facebook page. Anybody that can't get through to the show, get on to Flow Grappling and make sure you get your subscription. Rosa Walsh is very, very excited. So is Marie. Marie's absolutely brilliant as well.
Yeah.
Definitely 2 of the top female grapplers coming out of Ireland at the moment. So, Rosa, listen, absolute pleasure as always to chat with you. But listen, stay safe and I'll see you in a couple of days, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you.